out to my lion's den about this one. Now, as we all know, there are three ways the justice system deals with everyone. There's punishment, there's deterrence, and there's rehabilitation. So I ask you, Judy Ho, what is going to be the best thing to do with this mom going forward?
Well, Joey, lots of parents make mistakes, and our system really tries to reunify families whenever possible. So even though what this mom did was absolutely egregious, it actually happens a lot more than you actually realize. It shows that in the research, and anecdotally, I've heard that from my patients, that as children, they were left while their parents went drinking in the bar. So I believe the main course is rehabilitation here. It's to teach parenting skills. This young mom has no idea what she's doing as a parent, and even probably isn't very motivated to learn. So we need to have a way to stick on her and make sure she goes through that parent training program.
We certainly do. So, Brianne, what about that? Should we stick her in jail, though? I get Judy's point, right? You know what? We need to rehabilitate her and work with her and make her a better mom. What about the punishment of the issue? What do you think?
I get it, but I think we need a combination, because to some extent, any sort of punishment is going to serve as a deterrent to sort of send a message to other people who might be thinking or might do something similar.
Aha. Felicia in Texas, you're on the phone. You have a lot to say about this one. Go ahead, Felicia.
Yes, sir. This is my thing. I hear what you're saying about they should be rehabilitated. Okay, well, what about those parents that have already left their children in the car and children have already died in the car? Or what about those parents that, okay, first of all, she's 21 years old. She's not a kid. She's not a 2-year-old. She's not 12. And I'm sure she's had parents are watching TV to know that she's not the only thing. Kids are dying every day. Their parents are leaving their kids in a car. So there's no excuse for what she's done. So, no, there is no rehabilitation. She needs to go to jail.
Okay, it's a point well taken. Now, a woman who works at the bar says this. She says it's the saddest thing that she's ever seen. Take a look at this.
Barely talking, barely walking. Like, you could clearly tell she was intoxicated. The fact that she drove here and how she even drove here amazes me, because her eyes were barely even open.
Now, Kelsey James is charged with risk of injury to a minor as well as leaving an unsupervised child in a car. Is it worth also pursuing a DWI charge? What say you, Lonnie Coombs?
Well, absolutely, if they can. I mean, somebody had to have witnessed her driving the car so they can prove the case. But look, that's one of the most serious things here, is that she put that little 2-year-old in the car, strapped in the car seat, at least she used the car seat, and then drove with her in a condition where the bartender said, I can't even believe she was able to walk, much less drive. It was an extremely dangerous thing. There needs to be punishment and there needs to be rehabilitation, because she's still going to be a parent. For as long as that child is growing up, she's still going to be a parent. So for everyone's sake, she needs to be taught how to be a better parent. But there always has to be that punishment deterrent. Otherwise, where's the incentive for her to really take those parenting classes to heart?
Aha, absolutely. Now, Reva, I want you to weigh in on this, but hold on one second, because I want you to listen to this. Now, people at the bar say that this mom was so drunk that she couldn't even find her own car. Look at this.
Apparently, trying to talk to her, she was very incoherent. She attempted to break into a car that was not hers. And at that time, we called the police, fearing for her safety.
So, Ariva, what about the safety of her child? Now, the 2-year-old was taken to a local hospital where she was evaluated. She's fine, thankfully, and is now reportedly with a relative, as we mentioned. But should this 22-year-old mom, should she have supervised visits, Ariva? Should she lose custody? Or, you know what, should she just get her child back? What say you?
Joey, I am so tired of these cases. Who's speaking out on behalf of these kids? These parents need a very, very strong message sent to them. If you get in a car drunk, drive your child, leave your child overnight for 5 hours, you are going to jail, and you're going to jail for a long time. How many of these cases do we have to look at, talk about, feel sorry for these parents? I feel sorry for the kids.